Welcome back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me on this session. Guys, the topic for today's video is when we're making decisions, to not get hung up on the ins and outs and how things are going to unfold. I know there's logistics to making decisions. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about trusting your deeper guidance, your deeper knowing, and your deeper instinct. That part of you that knows that everything is going to work out. That part of you that knows that even though things can get challenging, that you're going to be fine. This is the energy that we need to connect to stay connected with the highest version of ourselves requires deep faith. It requires deep trust. It's what is needed from us to behave as if we've already achieved, as if we've already manifested. Like that reality is already yours. That everything is perfect as it is, and that we need not seek, we need not go too far into the logistics of things. We simply need to trust and connect to the energy of trust. In my previous video, I spoke about abundance energy, right? It is about connecting to that abundant energy and knowing that everything that you want is already being taken care of. Like, life is already working those things out for you. Your job is to get out of the way. Your job is to trust the unfolding. Listen, when we try to figure out so many things about the changes that are happening in our lives, all that results in is us getting stressed. Because guess what? We can't control every single thing. We could control some things, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the things that are beyond our control that we need to release and stop trying to figure out in our heads how we're going to make something happen. The only job for you is to trust. Is to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly as it is. I had a decision that I needed to make because I'm in this transition in my life of trying to figure out the best place for me to live and kind of seeing what would be best, where would I thrive best. And I noticed some of the patterns that would come up are, one, I could stay at home and be comfortable, right? Less stress. And then there's other places that I could go that are less comfortable, but require another level of growth from me that I believe is required for us to evolve. Is sometimes we have to be uncomfortable in order to experience the growth that we truly desire. And so I started to get in my head and I started to try to figure it all out in my head. And I realized that I was kind of stressing myself out. I realized that there's nothing for me to figure out right now, and that we have to realize that it's all a process, right? Like, we're continuously moving through different processes in our life, and that we have to trust the unfolding of it. And sometimes it requires action, and sometimes it requires sitting still, letting things surface, and then making a decision. But when you make a decision prematurely, you know it. You know something isn't right, you know? And so sometimes patience is what's required of us. Patience, trust, and letting things be. And once we have that clarity, once we're clear, then we can take action. Then we can start to move in the direction that we desire. You want to make a decision that's correct for you ultimately. And sometimes that just requires faith, trust, acceptance to the moment, to the unfolding of what is happening in your life. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm trusting that things are unfolding and they're evolving for me. All I need to do is trust. And so I invite you to trust in life, to trust that if you're not currently taking action, that there's a reason why. And that reason is that you're not sure of the place to go. Sometimes when we're not sure, we need to sit longer where we are to get the clarity. Sometimes longer than we wish. But yeah, the point is that we have to trust in our direction. And the only thing that we need to have clear is that self-trust in us, in us. You could believe in something bigger, but also believe in yourself. Trust that you are strong enough. Trust that you have all the answers. Trust that the more that you live from a place of abundance, the more abundance comes to you. The more that you live in a place of faith, life flows effortlessly for you. Living in this place, living from that energy, that is the key. This is a journey. This is a journey. Make life a journey. Make it what it really, really is. Because it's what we're here. You know, we're not going to be here long. We're only here for a short time. And none of us are going to make it out alive. None of us. So why not make it something that you play with, that you have fun with, that you explore the adventure of it? To live from abundance, you will experience abundance. To live from a place of trust, you will experience reality, reflecting back to you that energy that you're holding for it. I know a lot of the times I say create, because creating moves so much energy that it helps move all those blockages that are in the way, that keep our mindset stuck, that keep us in limitation. That's why I speak of creating, because when we create, we're trusting, we're saying that I have faith in life, that we're moving the energy, you know? We're moving the energy. And sometimes that's what we need. We need to move the energy so it can circulate into a new frequency. And from that frequency, you can experience life in a different way. No, it's a little bit metaphysical, but hey, that's what my channel is about. And I love to talk about these sort of things because this is where and how I live my life. And so I invite you to see life in this way, because we're all on a quest. We're all on a journey. Each of us individual. You know, this path of life requires a deep, deep trust in not only oneself, but in that you will be provided for, in that things will unfold as they need to. We don't need to seek. We don't need to seek outside of ourselves. Blessings, you guys. This is the message for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Fruits of living, checking out.